Oh, gotcha.
Hello, everyone. I'm joined by Herbmon and Kwark, and MasterRey should be joining us soon.
Some pre-game discussion and basically review of BSL right now. It's the only thing to talk about.
Yeah, it's been great. I've been watching it all day.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I have got all but one of my bets correct.
Hey,
Hey,
you do
MasterRey.
liquid bets?
Hello.
Just
Hey,
doing
what's up, MasterRey?
the bets with channel points.
Well, I got 200. I got 200,000 channel points in the BSL. So, yeah.
I correctly picked Ultra over. Was it Ultra Mad? Was that this series or was that? No, it's Ultra the series before. Ultra versus Voddy.
Yeah, right.
I just punched that one, and Mad versus Ghosty Dark. Mad's about to win that one. I'm going to get like 30,000 points.
Look at you. Don't go and lose all of them like
Why does it say
Oxer.
broken life game at the top? Top left of the BSL stream, it says broken life game.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out too.
Oh, you know what? This shit scares me, man.
Replay desync. So they just went to Mad's first person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he got it.
But, I mean,
Everybody, we're talking about Madino vs. Grosu Dark in BSL round 24 group F that just finished up. Congratulations to Madino.
$65,000 points. Not bad, not bad.
Kwark, you're playing tomorrow.
I am. Game 1 against Crossy. Game 2 against winner of Avi and Stryker. Then I'll be done.
No easy debut for you, going up against Rossi. What is he, like 2,500 MMR?
I'll be straight through to round of 16, don't worry about it.
He's
Only one matchup to prepare, you got this.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, the question is, who else in the round of 16 already? Maybe I should tactically choose who to, if I should go through in first or second place in my group.
We should aim for first.
Well, it depends who else has gotten through already. Maybe somebody getting through in second place in their group is actually stronger than the first place player. You got to think about these things.
Well, I aim for fourth place, but I'm not sure if it's the right strategy.
Stryker
just
is
never
Zerg.
lose.
Everyone in my group Zerg.
Come in with some storm drops. Speaking from a Zerg, that sucks.
Double gate proxy, man.
Double gate.
Represent us right.
Oh no.
Well, you can't build in the middle on Eclipse, so I can't 9-9. I could do an in-base one, I guess. But the issue is that you can't even get the probe into the base. The Overlord will see it.
I like how you thought about it already. Like, damn that Overlord.
That's what you gotta do. That's where meta comes in.
Okay, so BBT, we got 2 matches today. A ZVZ, Stryker vs. Trutacz, and a ZVT, Sziky vs. Voddy.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you brought me on for this cast, because I don't know anything about Zerg or Terran, so I just make shit up, I guess.
That's exactly why we brought you on.
It's gonna be fun.
I was surprised by the last ZVC I saw Stryker. I think it was against Sziky, and he kept not making Sunkens. It was weird. He would do one hat quick Spire, and his opponent would go mass ling, and you think all he has to do is not die, then he gets the mutas out, and he makes a hatchery. You look at it and think, wait a second, that can't be right. But hopefully this time we're going to see him go slightly longer, and slightly better for him.
Alright, here's the leaderboard. Stats are updated as of today. It's not in order. I apologize. Not alphabetically or by rankings. Number win shows how many single wins played, total number of games played, remaining how many single games are left to be played, and I guess the win rate ratio.
I think the big surprise on that is Oyer and Sziky, both of whom you would expect to see think higher up than that. Koget too, actually. Koget on 60%. You'd expect Koget to be a 70-80% player.
Oya went 2-3 against Sziky,
Yeah, Oya's lost to.
and then he went 2-3 against Trutacz.
Yeah, he kept letting speedlings in, didn't he? It's I don't know, because Oya's one of my favorite players, as anyone who's heard me cast knows. But he did keep letting speedlings in. He lost to Terror as well, I think. He's had some tough opponents.
Well, there are no not tough opponents.
Yeah, I would just want to say that, I mean, if you say Sziky, Oya, Koget should be higher, but then again, if you look at who's higher, it's Bonneth, it's Dewald, and it's Dandy. And maybe Terror. So those are definitely players that are the top players outside of Korea for a while, so I guess if you have that many good players, it's expected that some good players end up in the middle.
Yeah, I guess so. It's in my head, like this will be like 19-80%, but you are correct in pointing out that can't actually be true.
So there's still time to cast your final
-30.
predictions. If you can rank the players from number 1 to number 12, there's a thread on TL. You win $25 if you get the prediction right, or some replay packs if you get second or third place.
I'm upset to see Dragon so low. He's a really strong player. I wonder if his wrist issues are still flaring.
I think Dragon had his first series against Dandy, and then he had a series against I think Koget. Dragon played some strong opponents too.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's strong, of course, but I mean, Dragon has been a name for such a long time. So just to see such ratios, it's kind of upsetting.
At the same time,
I mean,
like,
someone's got to lose,
right? And like, how is he gonna do against all these names?
Yeah,
You're going up against the Vault and Dandy and Terror.
And then he doesn't do PvP, so his ZVP versus like other guys. I don't know.
I think what's cool is every single player you see made it into VSL Pro League. They signed up for this in September, and they kept their promise, and they've been training. And it helps that our schedule overlaps with VSL, so people training for that huge event are on top of their game now. And another thing I just want to mention about having players participate in an event, like as an organizer, obviously you're looking for high-skilled players, but good manner and reliability are also very important. Sometimes you have players that are
what you're doing is not
flaky.
easy. Yeah, it's a commitment thing because you're putting your name out there, and a lot of these people, you know, they don't want to be known for crap games. So
I got to give it to these guys because they signed up for it months ago. We organized this in September, like that was months, ages ago, and they've been great to work with. Like, you know, they're doing everything they need to. They're not a pain in the ass. There's no like controversial figure here.
Yeah,
I think there's very few of them in the foreign brood.
They just want to play and make money.
Exactly.
And that sounds like a perfect combination of me. What's up,
Ox? As an organizer, let me ask you. You know, the viewers want to watch drama. They want controversy. How are you managing that? If you have a tournament without controversy, how are you going to draw the viewers?
Yeah, by constantly telling Grind Boss he can't participate. So if you've been following him in the chat, he comes and trolls and badmouths some of the players. And he privately messages me all the time. Is this player going to drop out? Can you replace this player? And because we have 4 Terrans, 4 Protoss, 4 Zerg, it would have to be a Terran player that drops out. So either Koget, Terror, what do we have?
Dandy or Voddy.
Yeah, which are all phenomenal players, reliable. But that's one of the cool things about this event too. If for some reason somebody has to disappear, I know it kind of messes up the results in some ways, but you could just replace that person because they're getting paid on single game earnings in some ways. But fortunately, that hasn't happened, and hopefully won't. All right, folks, we're getting ready to get into the first show match. It's a ZVZ.
I will
Oh my
be
god, a
joining the game
BM
today.
tour.
I'm just going to be watching watching through the Discord. And I will be getting co-cast by Kwark Jr. today, who is on my lap and squeaking. So I'll do my best to try and mute it when he makes too much noise.
That's adorable.
We're family oriented here.
Hey. I think like if you were to do a BM tour, like you'd have to be like, no, you gotta like crap talk the entire time, you know, like no GLHF. Like you get extra money for being even more like malicious. That'd be a funny idea.
Complaining about balance constantly.
Yeah. Like it's spamming low and high latency for no reason, just to be annoying. Pausing the game, like
Floating buildings.
yeah. Oh god.
All right, let's get things rolling after
Let's do it.
this video.
And yeah. Hey, okay, don't want to mess up the latency.
Stryker vs. Trutacz.
This is gonna be interesting. ZVZ.
Can we get
Trutacz
some-
is he's very good at ZVZs. He's very aggressive, but I'm interested to see how Stryker plays because he's more of like the macro oriented. So
Ox, we can't see your screen.
Thank you. All right, if I can get somebody to run predictions. Let's do it.
all right. So, spawning on the top left-hand corner, as the blue Zerg, we've got Stryker. Anyone want to do Trutacz?
Bottom left, as the pink Zerg, we have Trutacz.
Ooh,
Also-
pink Zerg.
I set up a prediction. It's a 1-minute prediction because it's a ZVZ, so if you want to bet quickly.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Most of the time, the matchup ends at 5 minutes.
Well, you guys can at least use the information that Stryker is scouting in the correct direction with his Overlord, while Trutacz is flying in the wrong direction. So little advantage goes to Stryker here.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think
Stryker.
that's a big advantage in ZVZ, just because
yeah.
it's such a build order.
You get first scout. Once you get first scout, you know exactly what your opponent's doing. So with your build order, you can just adapt. You know, squeeze out those few extra drones or protect if need be.
Zero coming in with a big raid. Thank you, buddy.
Hey! Shout out to Nyokin and Gypsy doing a great job with the cast. So for those who are just tuning in, it looks like we've got Stryker and Trutacz both doing the 9-pool gas. So the build orders are going to be identical for the most part. The only way it's going to switch is if one goes for layer or speed first. And we're just going to wait for that.
Yeah.
ZVZ.
With mirrored
First
builds,
100 gas are deciding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking with mirrored builds, it will be fairly easy for one player to just make like 2 links less, 1 drone more, and then hold their ramp. Like if you can see what the other player's doing, which Stryker will be able to, you can just get that extra drone.
And you can opt for layer first, because if you both do 9-pool gas, layer first would be the best idea. See, Trutacz skipping speed, pushing out on the map without scouting anything. So they're pretty much doing identical build. The only thing that's going to happen now is Trutacz is going to build more lings than he needs to. And Stryker's going to be able to get the drones out.
It is 100% a perfect mirror. The exact same drone timing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had the same link count. Okay, Trutacz is building 1 more. No, still mirror. Exact same drones, exact same links.
Nice.
This is the mirrorest mirror matchup I've ever seen.
Yeah. They both have Black Sheep's wall going.
Okay, the first difference. Trutacz building an extra drone. No, Stryker's making the extra drone too. Okay, we're back to mirror.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, ZVZ, you don't have a lot of options. The matchup is always links into Mutalis, but that you have an exact mirror that far into the game is also not super common.
Trutacz just made 1 extra drone, but now Stryker's making 2 extra drones. It's going to go back to mirrored.
So no, one difference is Trutacz is going to have a 100 gas advantage because Stryker is still only on 2 gas. This is a game about gas harvesting now, and Stryker is now down. He just now put on a drone, but that's still 100 gas late, 1 extra muta.
Yeah, with the quicker
Okay.
Trutacz. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. They have the mineral count now, so they're going to be able to build a lot of Zerglings for the lack of gas.
Yeah, and of course Trutacz also doing this hedge in the base, so again back to Mura, except that one big difference that Herbmon mentioned, that Trutacz has a bit of a gas lead, so one Mutilist can decide a lot, but most of the time the player attacking, so flying across the map with his Mutilist, will be in disadvantage anyways, because by the time he flies over to the other base, that defending player will have like 1 or 2 Mutilists more.
Exactly. I love these Zergling dances. Oh, back and forth. Oh! Trutacz doing a really good job at the wall, at the ramp. Always really nice to have.
Yeah, so he's putting his Zerglings on hold position, while Stryker is deciding to go for a little micro battle to not let the Zergling go in.
Yeah.
I feel like the first player to attack is the one that's going to lose this.
No, this is going to be a pretty passive game. They're scouting for overlords right now. They don't want to go. They don't want to overextend because of, as said before, the defender's advantage.
Well, that's my point. They're so mirrored that whoever actually crosses the map first is going to have a slight deficit.
Yep. So if one makes a scourge, that would be a nice lookout. But it seems like they're just going to respect each other, and I think we might be seeing a natural expansion taken. Oh. Looks like Trutacz is getting frisky.
I'm not sure if I like Stryker being out with the Zerglings. If he doesn't react immediately, he will lose the Zerglings, and the Zerglings of Trutacz will maybe get into his base.
Okay, if Trutacz is able to get these Scourge off, it's going to be a nice trade. Oh, nice. Popping 1 muta. Mutas are going to be able to get out, and did a mineral trade with the Zergling, so. Coming out on top. or not too much on top, but just making a trade didn't really do much.
Is it weird that we're not seeing any air upgrades?
So ZVZ, it's weird. We Zergs don't even really know when to get upgrades and when not to. I see people go for Carapace, or you can go for Attack for good reasons, both of them, but I don't know. It's just your style. If you can make it work, that's all that matters.
Okay, and we saw a big wave of lings from Trutacz where the Stryker spent the same minerals on a hatchery, so this could be a timing.
Okay, but as long as Stryker uses up all his larva, he should be fine in theory. Oh!
Trutacz playing that really well. I think he's going to be able to win on this. Yep, additional mutals coming in. All those from Stryker are now dying. Wait.
But it's the lings that are going to end it. The lings are all over the mineral line.
Yep, that too.
Yeah.
So,
Weird.
well, this is a perfect example of the best defense is a good offense. He was constantly putting the aggression, even though it was against his favor. Yeah, he was able to make something work with it.
And Stryker had to cancel the hatchery just to get money to make drones back.
He's actually making Zerglings, so he's going all in from here. Mass
Yeah.
Zerglings.
This game, it's over. Trutacz has got it. Last engagement going down.
And that's it.
Yep.
GG. Trutacz takes the first game.
So what happened was Stryker was trying to go for that natural expansion because he wanted to get that second gas, but Trutacz just keeping with the Zergling aggression, not building that natural hatchery, gave him the minerals for the Zerglings, and was able to do something. So
I like that they
high
didn't
level
have
play from
speed.
both. What?
I like they didn't have speed, that he still went for the ling run by into the main, going for the mineral line with no speed, just because he knew
Yeah.
that his opponent couldn't have enough lings to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like normally in a ZVZ, if you don't have speedlings, you don't go for ling run by plays, but
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he could see the option.
ZVZ silly. Bunch of silly boys. So Trutacz coming out on top on that game. I wonder if we're going to see Stryker be a little bit more aggressive. See like some sort of 9-pool wing speed first,
We need
or the 7. What?
we need more bets on Stryker. Currently, 10 points will win you 3,000. A 10-point bet on Stryker will win you 3,000 points. Like, these odds are not correct.
Well, let's see. We have Stryker in lime in the bottom right of Sylphid. Damn, sometimes I just forget to say the name in the end, and that makes this introduction really awkward. And in the 12 o'clock position, in, I don't know what that color is, pink, we have Trutacz.
Fighting!
Yes. Okay,
So, yeah, this map, one thing that makes it different from a lot of other maps that we see is they're the natural ramp. There is no ramp. It's just a choke. So flat ground makes it easier for ling aggression. Ling aggression means more lings, more hatcheries. So we could see someone abusing that. Or looks like we're seeing a gas first coming out of Stryker.
Yeah, we're seeing the overgas, which I think implies it's going to be one base. He's just going to try and have slightly more Mutalisks on one base than his opponent can have.
Oh, Stryker's just rushing layer to get that fast spire, going to sunken up, and Trutacz is going for a 12 pull.
But doesn't the overpool gas give you a faster layer than the overgas pool?
Yeah, you're going gas first. I mean, so yeah.
Yeah, so it's more than just a regular Spire Rush. It's the Spire Rush that's trying to get like a mutual advantage over a similar one-base Zerg.
Yeah.
Does it have to be a lair? I've seen some speed builds, I think. I mean, okay, now he already mined over 100, but I think I have seen that in some Korean games as well. The gas first into super fast speed.
Yeah, you get the both upgrades simultaneously. And it looks like that's what he's going for.
I feel like he probably had to build on the disadvantage here because Trutacz is going to have all the gas he wants on two bases.
Mm-hmm. Trutacz getting speed instead of layers, so this might create a slight disadvantage in the later game once Spire's up. So what Trutacz is going to try to do with these speedlings is put on a lot of aggression to force leans out from Stryker, so that he's unable to build mutas. Oh,
yeah, and remember
that's nice.
That's 2 hedge production against 1 hedge production, so Trutacz will be ahead in the Zergling count very soon, or he is already ahead.
Yeah, I'm worried about Stryker here because I remember that when we saw him against Sziky, he just got overrun with 1 hat Spire against 2 hat Ling. He just didn't make any sunkens.
Yeah, exactly. I remember like 2 games or so, he just didn't make the sunken, despite having like half of the Zerglings.
Yes.
I mean, he has the speed advantage. Maybe he can use that to force Trutacz back or so, but it looks like he's just retreating. And he probably tries to hold the choke here. Is he making the sunken? I don't think he is.
Yeah, he needs 2 sunkens. He's not going to be able to hold
he's
this.
just not getting one again.
Oh, all 4 Lings died simultaneously. That was great. Trutacz going into the main. Stryker going to be completely undefended. Trutacz got the rally of Lings coming from his main of naturals to the main of Stryker. Little bit of running around. If Trutacz focuses the Spire, it's over. He kills these Lings, it's over. This is pretty much
I mean,
done
Stryker
game.
can't even make any muta. Yeah, he's got no lava. Okay, so we keep seeing the same thing from Stryker. It's weird.
Yeah, he already lost multiple games in a past show match, in a past CVZ, exactly to the same situation, and he keeps doing it and keeps losing games like this. I don't understand.
So anybody who bet on Stryker on my recommendation, I was saying that his chances are better than 1 in 300. It's not necessarily that he was the favorite, but that he had better odds than 1 in 300.
Okay, and for everyone who might have not tuned in to one of these streams here on this channel, on this tournament, and just came from the BSL raid, this is a show match of 5 games. This is not a best of 5, so we are not stopping after one player has won 3 games. We are playing all the 5 matches, and every match counts money. Even if one player is ahead 4-0, that last game still can give money to the player winning that last game. So remember, every single game counts here.
Right, and you want to maximize your single game wins and minimize your single game losses vis-a-vis everyone else, because it's a round robin tournament where everybody plays each other. There's 66 total show matches. So whoever at the end has the most single game wins and the highest win rate ratio would be higher up in the best of best rankings, if that makes sense. Game 3 on Eclipse. Let's do it.
All right. So spawning on the top right-hand corner as the pink Zerg, representing clan IRK, we have Trutacz.
What?
And then spawning on the bottom left-hand corner of Clips. Though he is down 2, can he bring it up to 1-2? We have Stryker. What clan is Stryker in? Or is he just kind of like a freelancer, little independent
NAS,
contractor?
Right? Yeah, I think
NAS?
he's
He's
NAS.
an
NAS
Ooh.
represent.
Yeah, he's Nest. Yes.
Nice.
I know he hangs out with the NAS crew. I mean, whether he's in there or not, he certainly hangs with them.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the team.
A lot of big fighters over in the Naz clan. Give them a little shout out.
Yeah, you got Terror, you got Dragon, you got Eon Zerg.
Well, even the B team. A lot of those players, pretty strong. Pretty strong. Ooh, okay. We got a pool first coming up from Stryker, and then gas first coming out from Trutacz. So it looks like Trutacz noticed the build order from last game. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do that. That looked really nifty.
Yeah, so the situation is maybe a little bit different here with the one hedge player defending. He has this little ramp, and I think the ramp on Eclipse is really not that big. So it's definitely an easier time for the defender defending on this map compared to Sylphid. But I still think you have to get the sunken.
It all depends on what the opponent's scout, really. If the Overlord doesn't see Zerglings crossing the map, you can be a little bit more passive. But yeah, as we see Strikers going layer first. Okay, now they're both going layer first. All right, but you see that 100 gas advantage right there, and it's only going to get bigger because Stryker took one drone off gas. So if this game goes into Spire, Trutacz is going to have the advantage.
Yeah, and so far they obviously have no information. I mean, Trutacz Overlord saw the Zerglings from Stryker coming his way, but Stryker is still in the dark, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Just now he can spot the Zerglings on top of the ramp.
Oh, that was a beautiful timing.
Yep.
As the Lings ran under the Overlord, Trutacz just started pumping Lings out, and he managed to sneak a 2-drone advantage.
Yeah, and Stryker now putting 3 drones into gas and going back to drone production, so he doesn't want to be aggressive here. And Trutacz going for that 2 hedge play. So we have the hatchery count the same for both players, but the opening build order was switched around.
Yeah, Trutacz is playing this perfectly. He knows where he's at. He's got the gas advantage. He's just got to sit and then just capitalize. Ooh.
Yeah, Stryker made 3 more drones here and also goes for hatchery now.
That's a smart play.
Has a double hatchery production soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
you mean smart play from Stryker?
So if Stryker is able to defend, in the end, he's going to come up from that deficit, the gas deficit. So this is going to come down to execution. Is Stryker going to be able to defend everything that Trutacz throws at him, or is he going to stumble and lose the game?
I'm a bit scared for Stryker because Trutacz made 3 more Zergling pairs because Stryker got 3 more drones. And also, Trutacz now has double hatchery link production, so I think he can actually cancel the space if he micros well enough.
Yeah. All right, Stryker thinking he can deal with this with the links he's got alone. Actually, 12 lings to 12 lings. So this is an equal fight.
But
But the additional.
Stryker couldn't make any Mutalisks. All of his lava were used up. He's only making 2 of them now. And there's going to be Scourge flying in.
Yep.
There won't be enough Mutalisks to actually micro against the Scourge.
And I think the Zergling count is now bigger for Trutacz, and Trutacz also has the speed that Stryker does not have.
This Mutalisk is gonna help a little bit.
Mutalisk
Oh
is
wait,
very Scourge.
yeah. There's okay. I thought there was going to be a little bit more lings. No, this timing from Trutacz following up with the Scourge ling playstyle. If Stryker's not careful, he's going to lose this game right here.
Yeah, okay, he has 4 Mutalisks, but okay. One already dies, second one dies, third one dies. That's it. GG.
That was beautiful
Just like
timing.
that. Yeah.
Is it ever worth it to Scourge Overlords?
Yeah. So, like, if Trutacz was able to deny the gas after, like, the engagement, let's just say Stryker was able to do all that, you can go for the Overlord's supply cap them, because in the end, it doesn't matter about the gas harvesting, because if they can't build units, they can't build units, and you just continue to grow. So, yeah, ZVZ is very situational.
Sometimes I see a player scout with Scourges through the base of the opponent Zerg, and then if the Mutalisks come back from that Zerg, he will just fly into an Overlord because he can't retreat the Scourges anyways. I've seen that sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Go ahead. I was saying that I was thinking that there might be a timing where they're about to try and make an entire round of Mutalisk, and if you could just delay an Overlord slightly, because Scourge have a very quick build time. If there's an Overlord near your base and you can get 2 Scourge done quickly, you could make them miss an entire Mutalisk cycle.
Yeah, it's well, so it's a 26 supply, typically is the timing, and that's usually when they'll have like the Scourge, Muta, Ling, some sort of variation of attack.
Okay, so in the last 2 games, we have seen Trutacz win the game with Zerglings from 2 hatcheries, and Stryker just didn't have enough Zerglings. That happened in both games. And let's see if he switches it up this time. We have in the 12 o'clock position, in the red color, Stryker. Being down 0-3, so he really have to ramp up his game a bit now. And in the bottom left corner of our map, Demonio Azul, we have the blue Zerg. It is Trutacz.
It's also possible Stryker is not showing his best build just because he isn't BSL. He's playing in a basically all Zerg group tomorrow. He's got to beat Crossy, he's got to beat Avi Love. I don't know that I would care so much about BBT today.
ZVZ's like, there's nothing you can really do to be different. Like, they know all the builds. It's a rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Sure, but if he loses in the exact same way over and over,
you're digging deep, dog. You digging deep.
all I'm saying is that, like, maybe he builds a sunken tomorrow and then goes,
yeah.
Exactly. Intentionally losing all the games the same manner and then hard countering that attack.
That's 400 IQ, man.
I can guarantee you all of his Zerg opponents are right now watching this with their notepads out, who's writing down his timings.
I think the notepad will just say 2 hatchery Zerglings.
Yeah.
Win the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we have here? Pool timing is the same. Gas mining commences for both players around the same time. Trutacz a little bit ahead on that here. But so far we have a pretty mirrored build. The Overlord of Trutacz is scouting the correct direction, but Stryker's is not. So little scouting advantage here for Trutacz. Okay, and here we have the first difference. We have the speed upgrade for Stryker and the fast lair for Trutacz. So maybe we see Stryker going a bit more heavy on the Ling aggression this time.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just after all these games, he's just so kerfuffled. He's like, no, I'm attacking you. I will out control you. And if this doesn't go well, then he's probably just like broken brain Zerg. It happens to all of us. Ooh. Oh. What? A little slap fight. One lean going down on Stryker. This is pretty bad. But Trutacz overextending. Yep, he needs to go back and protect that ramp. He does not have speed. He cannot be aggressive. He wants to hold. Yeah. Okay, go back. Go back. Oh, no. Stryker coming back in. He's got the link speed. Okay, this is going. This is pretty big. He's got a little gap. And yet Stryker is deciding to attack the lings as opposed to just constantly harassing the drone line. Okay, re-engaging back at the choke. Really good control coming from Stryker, but it seems like the mass from Trutacz is just too much. And right there's a perfect example of defender's advantage.
Yeah, Trutacz already had like I think it was 2 Zerglings more because of the distance that Stryker had to run across the map.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. You didn't cancel it.
Oh,
Oh, that hurt.
That's big.
Yeah, that hurt. You hate to see it. Okay, so Stryker, can he hold? 4 lings in his main. Whoop.
I mean, he's got to build a sunken now, surely, because the opponent can't do anything but build links.
Exactly. Stryker has this game. He just needs to make the sunken now.
Yeah, just put the
Any
sunken
game that
for
you build a
reassurance.
sunken, this one, surely.
I mean, he's got the defender's advantage. He can hold it. Oh, he's building it. But to engage right now? Yeah, okay.
And I mean, we have to say Trutacz is not on 2 hatcheries this game. So this is a vastly different situation here. Yeah, so Stryker in a very good position to take this game now. Now that he really delayed the Spire and also basically killed 200 gas. It's also important to mention.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he cancelled it and he's just delayed. He also lost that gas.
Can you do content production out of a hatchery of Mutalisks with 7 drones?
What?
Is 7 drones enough to do constant Mutalisk production from one hatchery?
You know, I'm not quite sure. I don't think it's 7 though.
Well, not with the occasional overlord.
Stryker
But anyways,
killing
this
these
game
drones.
looks over.
Yeah, Stryker just 2 muta camping on top, getting about 3-4 kills on the drone. Scourge popping out from Trutacz. If Stryker's able to out micro this, he's got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, there's a bunch of links, but Stryker has a sunken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now the new question is, can you have constant muta production with 4 drones? And I don't think the answer is yes.
So this is one of those situations where killing overlords with your Scourge would be beneficial. And oh my no! His Spire's out of the sunken range! The Mutalisks are going down to the Scourge! The game just turned around. ZVZ.
Yeah, Trutacz is making Mutalisks.
Oh! And the drones are falling.
If Trutacz can make Mutalisks off of his 4 drones, then he could take the air control here. Because those Mutalisks of Strikers, I think they're pretty badly damaged.
Yeah, those things can always happen. And I mean, you could make the Spire behind the minerals, for example, at the top position. There is a little room to hide the Spire there, so the links can't surround it.
Oh.
He didn't.
Oh.
Does Trutacz have this?
Yeah. Yep. So the game could have gone on, but it would have been just constant link production and control from Stryker, but it seemed like he didn't want to do it because honestly, if you look at it, he has 6 lings, 8 lings. Did he have speed? Did Stryker have link speed?
Yeah, he got link
think
speed before
so.
his opponent for his timing attack.
Okay, then yeah, 3 Mutalisks versus constant ling production. This was still in Stryker's favor. He could have still squeezed this out with proper control.
It was 5 drones against 5 drones, though. So
It doesn't matter. ZVZ, I've literally have been in games where it's my 1 ling killing a building versus his 1 muta. It gets crazy. It becomes a really decisive and like creative way to play. But yeah, I mean, it seems like Stryker just wanted to move on to the next cell.
As deliberately losing games just to lull his opponents into a full sense of security.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's terrible with that mindset for this show match because every game's paid. Well, you're just throwing away money at that point.
I'm joking.
Yeah. But keep in mind, for those who don't know, every game is worth value. It's not just like, okay, he is out of the series. No, every game, every match is worth, what is it right now, Ox?
Nearly $13, and that value will increase as we get more donations and subscriptions. All that revenue is being added to the prize pool, and it's going to benefit everyone in a more equitable manner because people are getting paid based on single game wins.
Exactly. So, like, keep that in mind. It looks like Trutacz is going for the money. Cream.
So Jay, I see you there betting on Trutacz. Where's your loyalty?
Trutacz, if you think of his like legacy, he's played against Eon Zerg and freaking Sziky and just like all the greats. I'm pretty sure he's been playing with like Mondragon. I remember back in the IC Cup days, he at the end of his stream, he had a picture of him like achieving A rank on Fish server or something like that. Like, this man has been around. All Zerg should fear him amongst other just reputable Zerg players out there.
Trutacz has won 4 BSL championships early on.
The man. So Stryker, I mean, if you look at it, he's kind of an underdog, but I know he's just gotta. I know he's capable of greatness. It's just, he's gotta go through the gauntlet of these great legendary players.
I mean, Stryker certainly is no slouch. In this last series against Voddy, we saw him win some games and show some really strong macro play.
Yeah, exactly. He's definitely capable. All right, so did we do the introduction? I forgot.
I don't think we did.
Okay, so spawning on the bottom right-hand corner, we've got Stryker. And then spawning on the top right-hand corner, we've got Trutacz. And it looks like from the build orders already, we're going to be seeing Stryker going more aggressive. They both got first scout off, so this is actually going to be pretty interesting from what happens here. Trutacz is aware that the gas advantage is now in favor of Stryker. So what is Trutacz's response to this? He's going to go for that expansion.
Yeah, I think there's a 9-pool gas against a 12-pool expand.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And these links are going to be quick. It's I don't know about Trutacz spending all his money right now.
No.
So by the time the Striker Zerglings arrive, I think he has. Yeah, he will make 4 and then 2 more Zerglings. I think they will done when the Striker Zerglings reach his base.
Yeah, and we saw that
But
on
I mean-
Eclipse, and the Zerglings won the ramp on Eclipse, but this is a much wider ramp.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. There's no chokes that you can defend with those Zerglings, but at least they are out at the hatchery.
Okay, the engagement going down. Stryker trying to go into the main of Trutacz. Trutacz pulling 2 drones in response. Both
he's
of them
gonna
going
run
for
in
link speed.
He's going to run into Cycle until speed's done.
Yep.
He's just going to not engage.
It's a defensive play from him at this point on. He pulled 3 drones now. He knows if he holds, he's going to be in a really good spot.
Well, as I said, Stryker's just not actually taking fight.
Oh, that was a huge slip up from Stryker right there. That was super unfortunate.
That was the second before speed was done as well. He was just running in circles, trying to buy time until speed was finished. And then as it finished, he got trapped.
Oh. Trutacz.
Okay, and Trutach's speed also finishing in around 5 seconds here. So then this aggression should be over from Stryker, and then he's not in the best position here against the 2-base Trutacz.
Yeah, 2 hatling against 1, and we've seen how.
Oh, and the control the surrounds right there.
Oh, I think Trutacz can just counter taking on the game.
Oh yeah, he could just push and win. This game.
There's a sunken.
Yeah,
we
sunken.
have the sunken.
We have the sunken.
But is the Spire too far in the front, to be honest? Can you look at Stryker's base again? I think this Spire will get surrounded and killed.
Yeah, or
but
he
I
can
think
just
the
attack it from one
barely
side.
reaches. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, maybe from the bottom left, but only with like 2 Zerglings maximum, I think.
Okay, some good micro coming down. Oh, it's Trutacz taking some hits. You don't want bruiselings to a fight. A really good sunken placement. That's a super difficult sunken to attack. The surface area is non-existent.
So Stryker only really needs 300 gas. He's not going to make. It's not going to be a long game once the Spire's done.
Well, Trutacz is actually transitioning into mass drones, so he's not going all in the sling attack. He's actually transitioning, and I guess he will make an evolution chamber and some.
Gotta kill the gas. So now Trutacz pretty much has this game sealed. He has an expansion. He's going to have the gas advantage, and he's going to be able to throw down. Wait, no, he doesn't have the Evo chamber.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. He should throw it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Strikers only need to make 3 Mutalisks. 3 Mutalisks are all that's going to take.
I mean, he could literally tough it out.
It's 20 to 7 drones. 6 drones.
Yeah,
exactly. He can literally make 5 spores and still be super far ahead on drones.
He can just literally take shots with the mutas and just make mutas in response. Like, he's in the perfect spot. Like, I mean, yeah, the Evo chambers would be best, but yeah, he's not. He knows he has this. Because
he makes it a lot closer than it should be, but I think he will still get it with the 2 hedge production. He still has more than double the drones still.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to not have the Evo, but I mean, at the same time, as you can see, he doesn't care. He knows he's got it. This is like him, if anything, getting careless.
Yeah, okay. So he's still over double the drones, even after losing like 9 drones there.
Yeah.
And he has 2 edge production, so... Yeah, this is probably the last attack by Stryker here. He sees, okay, he can probably not do a lot here against the Mutalisks and the Zerglings. No drones here in the main base. And he will probably not get the Spire and then GG out here.
Well, drones going down at the natural. I mean, you can only lose so many drones before it actually starts hurting. But it seems like Trutacz is just going to be able to stabilize. He's got the Mutalisks already cloned with the Scourge. And he's just... Okay, yeah, pushing in the main. This is going to end it.
Okay, and I think, was that the second 5-0 in the tournament?
Yeah, the only other one we saw was DeWalt against... who was it? It wasn't DeWalt Stryker, it was DeWalt and a different Zerg. I think it was DeWalt Sziky.
Yeah, so congratulations to Trutacz winning all the money from all the 5 games here. Stryker sadly not taking anything away from this show match.
Oh man. Don't Trutacz is a man to fear.
And if you can pull off a 5-0
Yeah,
match, you just brought your
that's
points
scary.
up, right?
You're a monster. I was just thinking of his leaderboard too. How he had 5 wins. I'm like, okay, that just tacked in extra 5. Now he's at that double digit. Boy just needed a ZVZ.
ZVZ is, I think, one of those matchups where if you are a better player, it can like ZVZ is a matchup that like J-Dunk's known for because his win rate in ZVZ was so extraordinarily high. It's the better players. Mirror matchups is one of the places you see them. So Stryker's going to be struggling after this. He's now up to 30 games played, 7-1.
I just realized something. It was Zorandomono in the chat redeeming his channel points, 15k channel points for the reward Kwark Positivity Cast.
Got it.
So let's go, Kwark.
Well, I mean, there's no Protoss, and that means that I don't know what I'm talking about.
So it makes it fun.
So I think the point of that was that Kwark sometimes seems very critical and doesn't point out the strengths of players. So I'm not sure where you're going to take that, Kwark, but we're
I'm just
looking
going to
forward
invert
to it.
everything. Instead of saying he forgot to build a sunken, I'll say how good it is of his opponent to attack right now when there's no sunken.
Exactly. That's correct.
Thanks for catching that, MasterRey. All right, guys, I'm going to run a quick ad. All the revenue is hopefully going to add up and get pulled into the price. Got Sziky versus Voddy next.
That's going to be fun. Voddy, I matched up against him on ladder. He obliterated me. So I really want to see how Sziky does against us.
Yeah, but we have to see the current stats. They don't necessarily have to mean a lot, but I want to point out still that Voddy didn't do so well so far, only at 30% win rate, compared to Sziky on 60% win rate. So Sziky definitely had more success so far in his show matches here. And yeah, let's see if his ZVT is better than Voddy's TVZ.
Voddy, I think, it probably isn't one of the favorites for this event, but he's good enough to be in the event, which is by itself an achievement.
All right, gentlemen, are we ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I don't think you're ready for this. Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yes. Kwark, your turn.
I am also ready, and I'm very positive.
Heyo.
Nice.
So Polypoid. One of the more standard matchups right now, or maps.
We have Voddy as the orange Terran at 2 o'clock and Sziky as the pink Zerg at 7 o'clock. And both players opting to mine minerals with their opening workers, which I believe is a strong choice and one that will pay dividends in the future.
Nice.
Heyo. Alright, I'm trying to switch up my push to talk. I apologize if I'm like going in and out.
Okay, so we have a cross-position game here. So, I mean, stating the obvious here, very early aggression will probably not be as effective, and we could see some maybe more economic plays here.
I think we're going to see a forward Vax.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say.
And this is going to be effective because it looks like Sziky is opting for the 12-11 10 opener. And 8 Vax can punish this hard. Now, Voddy's not actually going for the kill here. He's just going for like cancelling the hatchery, killing some drones. It's not a double Vax in the middle. Okay, that's a 12 pull. Never mind. It's an overpull. Okay, so Sziky should be able to hold this, but he'll take damage. And the beauty of this for Voddy is that it doesn't actually cost that much to boxy 1 Vax.
How is Sziky gonna take damage?
He's going to start a hatchery after, like, around the same time as his pool finishes, I believe.
Yeah, so you
Then
squeeze
he's going to
out.
have to defend it with defend it with drones.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Well, no, he's not gonna have to defend with drones. He's gonna have the 2. If he waits or saves up his minerals to 300. Oh, okay, he's not. But
Well, he's going to
still
stay
gonna-
that way. Yeah, this is
yeah,
this is
this
great
is
for
a good
Sziky.
spot.
And it's really smart of him to check the middle like this.
Cross scout, clutch.
I mean, this build is not super uncommon, to be honest. This 1 forward Rex, this is not a cheese or anything like that, so this is just opting to maybe kill a drone or 2, maybe get the bunker up if he's lucky, but if it's scouted, that's usually not gonna happen. So I don't think we'll see a lot here. Sziky will just defend, no problem.
Yeah. Oh no, that Marine run!
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's both the cross map and also the.
Oh wow, he just throws down the
wow! Okay, I did not expect that.
DG. Yeah.
Wow.
He sent another 2 SCVs. I think he messed up his. Sorry, I think Sziky's timing was better than Voddy's slightly there. Because logically, if Voddy's building the bunker and sending 2 SCVs, he wants the SCVs to actually secure the bunker against an overpull. It wouldn't make sense to send 2 SCVs at a timing where the bunker's dead by the time they get there. But I think that maybe Sziky's timing was slightly better than Voddy's, and the bunker was a little bit too fast.
Ziki's was like a hard counter.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect this TVZ to be even shorter than our ZVZs before.
Yeah, right?
Unexpected.
When did StarCraft players pick up speedrunning?
All right, game 2 on Neosulfid by the Korean mapmaker Latius.
Okay. In the olive color at the 12 o'clock position, we have our Terran being down 1 game. It is Voddy from Sweden. And in the bottom right corner, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, in the bottom right, we have the pink Zerg Sziky from, I believe, Hungary.
You know, I'm kind of hungry too.
That was an excellent joke, and I approve it.
Hey! I'm gonna squeeze this lemon.
Well, you can thank Sarando for my unconditional approval of everything that happens.
Oh, awesome.
I see. Oh, I heard you talking about the weird odds of the predictions, Kwark. What do you think about this prediction of 0 points for Voddy. Do you think that matches the expectation of his win?
I do not believe so. I believe that Voddy's odds are better than 0%.
Are you not too negative about the predictions here from the viewers?
I would put Voddy's chances in the range of approaching 0 to approaching 99%, or approaching 100%. Somewhere between those two numbers, but neither number.
Okay, it was just fixed. We have some predictions going up for Voddy now. Voddy just rising very fast. But now let's take a small look at the game here. We have the 12 hedge here for Sziky going up, and Voddy opting for the normal in-base barracks.
Sziky's also correctly chosen his opponent's spawn site, and is going to be rewarded with an overload on the cliff, which is always nice to have.
Very much so.
His overload is veering off a bit. I'm thinking that's probably because of the possibility of a fast Vax to hunt the overlord, because you would otherwise expect it to get onto the inner cliff on the natural, would you not?
I mean, right now he's still in the dark till that drone just got into the main. He wasn't sure if that was even the expansion or not. So typically Zerg players just send in that general area. But yeah, if you're able to get the click right on that ramp or cliff, that's always ideal. Oh, Marine popping out a couple shots from Sziky. That's a little flex. Oh, even getting the smack on the natural. Oh, okay.
It's that unhealable damage.
Someone's a little comfortable. All right, the second supply depot is finishing up. Refinery just not getting placed down for Voddy. Sziky going to go for that 2-hatch meterless playstyle, or just 2-hatch playstyle.
What do we think about this quick gas?
What? It's standard gas.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Second Vax before gas.
Oh, for Terran. Oh, I thought I was looking at Zerg. The quick gas. I mean, it's.
I was looking at that
Good
thinking that like maybe that's to something like eBay +1 timing.
Yeah, I was looking around his base. He doesn't have anything to spend the gas on yet. That's kind of weird.
There could be a factory coming, and he's going for like a 1-1-1 or so, maybe for a race.
Oh no.
Well, he should put the Marines in the bunker. Okay, I guess not.
Yeah.
But losing 2 Marines in the process here. But the factory is coming now.
Okay, there's the factory. All right, he did have an SCV just kind of hanging out. So I've seen this happen to me on ladder. I feel like Voddy might be going for some sort of quick 1-1-1 after expansion, or he's going to go for some sort of mech play.
One thing that I'd like to note is that Sziky's drone damage on that Marine earlier, I think actually paid off. He got an extra Marine because of it.
He did? Nice.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Would you click on the bunker for me?
Oh, so Zerglings are now done, but okay. The natural for Voddy has a bunker, 5 Marines. He needs to make a Sim City, or Sziky's just going to run right in there. No Vulture in production out of that factory yet either. And it looks like, Sziky's going to collect that extra Ling, and then he's going to push in.
It's just 7, and I think there are 6 Marines and the Vulture producing, so he's switching back to drones, so I don't think he will necessarily commit here.
Oh, okay. So now Voddy's build is coming to light. So he is getting the eBay Academy, and he just basically went for a quick 1-1-1. His build is complete tech. If Sziky did opt for an attack here, he'd pretty much end the game, but not doing so, Voddy's going to come out with this huge leap in tech and timing.
Do we think Sziky knows about this? Because he's not seen it, but
No.
he has seen that his opponent's not making Marines. He has seen that when he threatened a run by, his opponent pulled his SCVs. He's got to know that if it's not Marines, it has to be something else.
Well, see, that's the thing. Zicky's in the dark. He doesn't know what's going on.
But he knows something has to be going on, sure.
Yeah, something's going on, but he doesn't know exactly, and he can't respond exactly until these mutalisks get in. But it's already going to be too late.
It's
Voddy's going to be able to hold. Yeah, he's
Voddy
pulling on
loves
Valkyrie.
Valkyries. We saw him make Valkyries against Bonif. We saw in BSL earlier today he was making Valkyries TBT. Voddy loves his Valkyries.
Yeah, if you can make them work, power to you. It's just, can Voddy hold this? This is the moment, the make or break.
First Valkyrie is out, but it's not in the fight here. There it comes. First shot on the Mutalisk. One dies. And he's safe for now.
Sziky not going for the bunker bust with the Lings. I wonder if that was intentional, or he's just waiting for the next Mutalisk dive.
He's actually droning very heavily, so I don't really think he wants to go super aggressive here. He's actually making pure drones and now researching his lurker. So this is just a very light aggression here by Sziky to get ahead economically behind it.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Sziky had intended to go heavy on the mutas. He's getting +1 air attack, but it doesn't make as much sense to go heavy muta now his opponent's building Valks.
Yeah.
All right, so Sziky going into the main. Scourge going to go on the Valkyries. We're pulling it back. Marines coming in for the support, sniping off the Scourge, and Sziky not really making anything come to fruition out of that. Getting that third gas is going to be crucial. He's going to have to try to delay and distract as much as possible until he gets those lurkers out.
That was a very nice backwards Valkyrie shot from Voddy. I've been waiting for that to happen because we've seen his Valks fly forwards and back a few times, and it hasn't happened. We finally got the Valkyries moving backwards while firing shot.
Ooh. Sziky just dragging Voddy's army around, doing a really good job at distracting.
Sziky's getting more done here than you would expect, I think. Every time he leaves Voddy's base, there's Valkyries guarding that spot, and then he comes back in and there's no Valkyries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think really Sziky is really going for an economy play behind this, but he's still getting a lot of damage done. So that's very great for Sziky here, and his lurkers are already out, so the third gas is already secured here for Sziky. So I don't think there's anything Voddy can do.
One thing we just missed is Voddy managed to kill the Scourge using Valkyries without losing a single Valkyrie.
Yeah. I feel like there's too many Valkyries, though. Voddy should have definitely be producing those vessels.
Well, can Voddy kill all the Overlords? Because he's got a lot of Valkyries, but what does...
Oh, that would be a good play. That would be a good play. Oh, he built a spore out of this Sziky. Not afraid to throw down that static defense. Playing to the situation. Oh, the Marines going down. Not too many. He didn't lose them all, so that's good. And then Sziky knows that he has the ground control, so now he can move out on the map. And are these Scourge going to get the connection on the Valkyries? Oh, one going down, one taking a little bit of damage. And then
the hype is done.
He's halfway mech, halfway ground, but he's still making both. He's still making his Marines. He's still making vultures.
Yeah, Voddy's play is kind of confusing to me. I thought he was going to do a complete bio switch, but it seems like he's now got 3 racks, 3 fat.
It's important to note that he's not getting upgrades for his Marines, but instead he's now getting vehicle upgrades. So he probably intends to go for a more mech-heavy play towards the later stages in this game. But I mean, can he get to that? Sziky already has the Defiler mount up. The consumers researching the Defilers will be in production soon. Crack links are done, and he's currently denying the third base for Voddy. So Sziky is in a super nice position here. Now killing the Valkyries even. Those are dead.
That was some sloppy control.
Oh, we should also note that Sziky had very nice moving shots and mutas that meant that if they're close to anything, that's never getting out alive. It's not just bad control from Voddy, it's that Sziky is nailing that moving shot.
Okay, so Voddy taking the ground with vultures and mines, fighting against these mutalisks. But that's pretty much his only threat. He's not going to go for the basic like 2-base aggression that most Terrans like to go for. He's taking the extra expansions and just building up his infrastructure.
Well, he's trying at least. Again, his third base gets denied here. And he loses another Valkyrie, so 5 Valkyries here, or I think it was 6 even total. All dead.
Yeah. And now we got, what is it? 7 vultures attacking an expansion.
I think it's really interesting that we've seen Sziky exert so much map control with Mutalisk against a person going mass Valkyrie.
Yeah, I mean, no irradiates, so why bother?
Well, because normally Mutalisk are counted by Valkyries, but I mean, he's getting it done.
Yeah. Ziky's control is on the next another level. You know how many ZVZs this man's played? All right. As the game goes on, it's just going more and more to Voddy's favor.
Voddy's favor?
Yeah. Oh, definitely, without a doubt. Are you kidding me? Look at the minimap. If he holds, he's in a great spot. He's making the mech transition. He's just now finishing up his 5th factory, 3 machine shop. He's got 3 refinery. So those siege tanks are going to be just popping out. Vultures to follow up his upgrades. Come on. Like, he's in a great spot. And he killed the 4. The only thing that Ziky's really got at this moment is 3 gas production. He's going to do an ultra timing. If he's not unable to do anything with that, he's going to be in a bad spot. And killing off that ground army is just going to make that ultra pressure even stronger.
Well, Sziky also has a lot of units. He's if you look at the supply difference, that supply difference is actually less than the worker difference. Ziky's got more supply in units than Voddy has.
Yeah, do you know how fast Zerg units die?
Maybe Sziky has some kind of plan to make some kind of cloud.
Nah, Ziky's in. Oh no, I'm behind. Attack. He's on equal base, if not behind, compared to his Terran adversary. So yeah, no, he's in. I need to do something here and now, and cleaning up this mineral line. It was that move. Oh, catching Voddy out of position with the Valkyries. Oh, can he get it? Won't Goliath help out? Where is the science vessel?
I feel like maybe Voddy should get the UMS for practicing Valkyrie shots and put a bit of time into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was just kind of hoping that he would have the mass, but I mean, that was 14 minutes and not a single vessel. Come on.
Yeah, I think he maybe expanded too much. I mean, you can see it on the minimap. He even tried to take the 3 o'clock. He went literally for his 5th base while having the same supply as in the Zerg. So I think he just had too few units. And I mean, Sziky had a lot of units and was also on Defiler and Ultratech. So he finished his complete tech tree. So that means he can just make non-stop units from now on. And just Voddy just didn't have the units and kept expanding anyways.
So, MasterRey, we're getting some requests in chat that you turn up your mic volume.
My mic volume is highest level already, so maybe Ox has to increase my volume in Discord here.
Let's do it. Let's hear your sexy voice. Get a sound test for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Test. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Am I loud enough? Tell me, guys.
Sounds pretty sexy to me. What does everybody think? Yeah, I think everybody took off their clothes. We should be good right now. Alright, so game 3 is on Eclipse. All the same 5 maps are featured in all 5 game show matches, which is kind of unique and interesting, and they're played in the exact same order. Map is by Latius, Korean map maker who also made Neo Sylphid. Map from last game.
Ray certainly has a few fans in chat.
Yeah, I see the messages. I will not sing, not in German, not in Korean. No, I will not sing, guys, sorry. But I will talk about this beautiful game that we have. It just started. We have in the bottom left corner our Terran in magenta. It is Voddy. And on the top right corner of the map Eclipse, we have our blue Zerg, Sziky.
The predictions so far are surprisingly even. People think that, in fact, I think Voddy is the favored one this game.
Voddy had a lot of tanks last game. Was he supposed to just make more Goliaths?
He needed the Wessel.
No, he needed the Valkyries to fire while shooting backwards, because if you watch Kogut use Valkyries, for example, that he runs them away from the Mutalisk, but the missiles come out from behind them. If you can do that thing where you like start firing as you turn, and it's very, very sensitive timing on it. You have to get it like frame perfect, but if you can do it, the Valkyries never die, and the just number goes up until you have like 10 Valkyries. But if you start losing Valkyries, then it just all goes wrong from there.
The idea he had was good. It was just the execution wasn't up to snuff.
Yeah, this will be interesting very quickly, I think.
Is this overpool gas?
Yeah. So it looks like Sziky not playing the 12 hatch style. The proxy racks is very possible on this map, so he's just playing it safe and just going to pop out a few lings, get that map control, secure the natural. Okay, only making one set. Okay, 2 set ling. But with the wall, what the Voddy? What is that wall? That's not a good wall. So, well, I guess because of the egg, I'm not sure. What
Eggs wall with everything.
walls? It does? Okay. Because typically I've seen the formation be supply racks supply, not supply racks. So that's kind of unique. So I don't know how this is going to play out.
Yeah, I don't know about the right-hand side of that Vax, because
Yeah,
think the Vax
I
is
don't think-
one hex higher than it can wall with the cliff. But I know as a gateway, if you build it that far down, it's open.
Well, my experience from BGH, I think that right side's open. But let's see. Let's do a prediction on that. No. Is this
There's
wall
this little-
closed?
There's a little small mini rock on the right side of the barracks. If the building touches that mini rock, then it is safe.
Oh,
I
the mini
know
rock?
that from
It's
my brother's wall.
Zergling just jumps over it.
We have Koget in the chat saying it's a perfectly normal wall.
Perfectly. Okay.
There is a
Link
hole.
tight. All right. We got
question,
Papa
where is the
Terran
hole?
in the chat. So we're safe.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay,
then
Kogut, where is the gap on this map?
The gap is between the depot and the Rex. I'm pretty sure.
oh wow, Koget throwing down some knowledge. I did not know about the turret placement.
There's an
Smart.
engineering bay behind the minimap.
Nice eye. Yeah, getting the +1. Voddy playing super passive right now and going to come out with a either +1 4x or 5x. As long as he's able to defend against these mutas, he'll be in a good spot.
We have seen Sziky intending to go for the heavy Mutalist play with the +1 upgrade, and right now he's taking the second gas again pretty early, I think. So maybe we see that again. Let's see if he starts the upgrade. Now the Spire is finishing.
Man, Ko gets thrown down some knowledge right now, everybody.
I'm curious
All right, so
what Voddy plans to do about the mutas, because he's been punished very hard with mutalists, and Ziki's he's known for his mutalist play. So I'm interested to see if Voddy's going to adapt his player tool or come up with an answer to it.
I mean, he's just got to throw down these turrets, and he's going to have to secure the high ground with this choke. He's throwing down one turret right now. That should be in a good spot. Whoa! Okay, the Lings are finally going to be able to come in. This is a tight spot. Sziky coming in with the 6 mutas +1 starting. Let's see if we're going to be able to see some magic.
There's only one turret at the barracks. I'm not sure if that's enough here.
Yeah, this choke is not going to work in favor of Voddy. He can't let Sziky abuse it.
Oh, I just remember that Voddy lost the game to Stryker by losing all his Marines on his own ramp.
Oh, yeah, so this has been a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, that was an interesting game on Polypoid where Voddy got a 13 CC and got 1,000,000 Marines, and then lost them all to Muta.
Yes. And I mean the same thing could happen here because Sziky is getting a lot of damage done, and there's still only one turret. He can surely kill the turret very soon, and then he can just stay over the barracks, and the Marines in the natural cannot get up the ramps that we see. Oh, and no turrets in the main here in the middle line. Sziky's getting so much done.
Yeah, his commitment to this
Ziky's a lot
+1 5-Rex is like, he doesn't need that 5th Rex. If he canceled that and threw down the turrets, he'd be in a safer spot. His build order would be delayed, but it seems like he's just kind of being greedy right now, and it's biting him. Oh, natural turrets getting attacked by Zerglings. Getting one down, just buying a spot. Another chink in the armor for Sziky to attack for future.
Yeah. Ziky's getting so much done here. This is some fantastic Muta play, and he's moving around constantly. He's finding opportunities for himself.
Ooh, and he's also got the Hydralisk Den just now finishing and the Queen's Nest going down. So following this up pretty strong.
Yeah, so again, he's going for Mutalist, but he is investing in a lot of like drones. He got another expansion. He is getting the Hydralisk Den. He's getting all those things behind this, so he's not like all in on Mutaling or so.
No.
But he's still getting so much done.
Yeah, he went Muta, and he has to do something with the Muta. I mean, he doesn't have to kill the Terran player, but he just needs to buy time to build up that third hatch, get that gas going, get the upgrades, and that safe transition to Hive. And, ooh, sniping that medic. Always a good call. So this is the timing. Voddy is out on the map. He has a pretty strong force. But Sziky doing a great job attacking the rear end of the Terran player and pulling him all the way back and getting some more Marine kills. Oh, using that ramp to his advantage. Sziky showing how good his Muta control is.
Yeah, he's just constantly finding things.
Mm-hmm.
Like he cannot fight this Mina medic pool, but he's just pulling it around behind him and then picking up Marines.
He is controlling this game.
I think in theory his timing is very good that what
Yes.
he has, because the lurker upgrade is not quite finished, so he could hit right before the lurkers are done. But the problem is he's just losing so many Marines to Ziky's Mutalist right now.
And he's losing so much time as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
But rather, Ziky's buying so much time.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it positive.
Starport just now going down for Voddy. Oh, okay, double starport. I was looking all over for that factory. He's +1 5-Rex. He should be putting pressure at the natural, but instead Sziky is just manhandling and just keeping Voddy back on his side of the map. This is not an easy thing to do.
Do we think part of the issue is that Voddy's constantly trying to reinforce, which means he has Marines getting caught in
Yeah,
small groups going across the map?
exactly.
Whereas if Voddy just kept building up a second army at his valley point and let the first army be self-sufficient, he would have crossed the map by now.
Well, he was indecisive because remember earlier he was going up. If you look where his army's at now, he was going north of that, and then he roundabout and came back, and then was going the way he's going now. It's like if he would have just went and continued pushing straight without dealing with the ramps, he would have been in a better spot. But trickling those Marine kills in, it hurts the Terran player in the long run. And now it's just too late. Voddy can't attack into the lurkers.
Yeah, Ziky's found a very nice spot there in the bottom left where the Marines can't make their numbers well known.
Yeah.
And we're seeing 36 or 37 SCVs left for Voddy. Ziky's done so much damage with these Mutalisks.
Yeah, and throwing down the Defiler Mound of right now, +1 Carapace is in the works with Cracklings. So Sziky is going to be in a dominant position very soon. So what Voddy's going to need to do is just basically contain Zerg player to 3 base, and then just build up huge armies and take expansions behind it. My question is Voddy going to go for the mass vessels, or are we going to see a battlecruiser inevitably?
Well, Voddy has double starport and factory. I don't know if that is as common as picking one or the other.
Guys.
What?
Okay, never mind. All good.
No. What you got to say?
It's okay. It's fine. All good.
Okay.
Voddy does not appear to be getting attack upgrade on his Marines, while we can see Ziky's getting ground armor. And that could result in a timing where, if Sziky subsequently wants to go Ultralist after getting a 4th gas, the Ultralists are invincible.
Yeah, good eye.
I think the tank push will start, but it will just take too long until the Defiler's out. So the Defiler just spawns in 3 seconds. Consume is almost done as well. So that means we have Dark Swarm coming out of the natural of Sziky in 10 seconds or so.
Yep.
And I mean, the Sunkens and the Lurkers are still up. So Voddy has like 10 more seconds, that's it.
And those 10 seconds take a long time. Trust me, this position that Ziky's going in is quite stressful, so it only takes one slip up at this point. Oh, okay, there goes the swarm. And Voddy's going to have to push back.
One thing that I would like to note there by Sziky is that he was hiding his Defiler at the other end of the Nidus so the net couldn't get irradiated.
Mm-hmm.
And then the moment Consume was done and it had energy, it jumped through the Nidus and then immediately cast Swarm.
Yeah,
Use that Defiler.
I've noticed a lot of Zerg players doing this hopscotch with the Nidus as of recent because of the vessels, and I think it's really cool. Making use of what you've got, you know?
Yeah,
So
now Sziky is slowly trying to clear the front of his natural, get some additional room here to maneuver around. And Voddy is just reinforcing. So Voddy is not actually expanding behind this. He's just staying on.
he is.
Voddy taking the bird.
He's got the CC building about the course. Yeah. And then he's got an SCV at the top left, which if he gets that double gas, that's going to pay off.
It's the upgrades that's worrying me. I feel like you don't want to fall behind playing upgrades with your Marines and DVT.
Yeah, I wonder if the placement's throwing him off because those eBays are kind of hidden.
Does he have 2 eBays? He's only ever been upgrading 1 at a time.
Well, that's the timing. The 1-1 finishes, and then you can start going to 2-2 simultaneously.
I think we just have the 1 eBay.
There's
No,
one
no, we
behind
have
the
to.
mini map.
It's hidden. It's hidden.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like the fact that it's out of sight so hard, like you really have to remember that it's there. And it seems like because Zicky's been so aggressive, pushing out these lurkers, trying to build a hole for future aggression, and Voddy's just able to deny it. It's just causing a lot of taxation on his concentration prioritizing.
Ultra armor. Where are the marine attacks at?
What was that?
Okay, marines at 1-1.
Yeah.
What's the link carapace?
1. It's the ultra that's going to hurt though.
Yeah, this is not going to be good. He's got no attack advantage against
Nope.
ultras, so this is going to be a bad situation.
The 2-1 upgrade for the
Huh.
links is also finishing in a few seconds, so even the links are on a 2 upgrade advantage, and the Ultralist with the armor, of course, has that additional armor advantage, so that will be super hard for Voddy.
Voddy just now placing down this third CC.
He
That
is
took
a double
way too long.
spy, though. Like we were talking about all the different assets that Sziky has, but one of the assets that Voddy has is a giant army.
Doesn't do much for Swarm. Swarm go burr.
And he's successfully keeping Sziky on free gas.
Yeah, that's the biggest takeaway. The ultras are only going to be good for so long. He needs the 4 gas to really make that like super strong. But I mean, Sziky doing a really good job at just breaking down Voddy's army. Oh, and he's finally pushing out with Ling. Not really contested as of yet. Distracting Voddy, being able to get this 4th up. Already got a lurker there. The 4th for Voddy's not down. And we're going to just see continuous barracks production. I would really like to see a dropship thrown in somewhere. And that
Voddy did a big drop at bottom right. There was just no base there. But
Oh.
Voddy loaded up 2 dropships, and the entire army at bottom right was from those.
and then he leaves the Marines behind and attacks with the dropships. Brilliant. Oh, that medic wall. Will it help?
But that irradiated Ultra
Yeah.
Marines.
Body's looking like he's about to be in a really bad spot.
Yeah, I feel like Voddy's army at bottom right isn't getting him as much value as it otherwise could.
Yes.
Is that positive enough? I'm not sure.
Yeah, you can see the upgrades on these links. You can see that they're getting kills they otherwise wouldn't.
Yep. 2-1 versus Voddy's 1-1. This is not looking good. There comes the cow. Oh
It's only
boy.
one cow, but it is unkillable.
Yeah. That's all you need. That's a lot of vessels.
Yeah, and here we can see that it doesn't, most of the time it doesn't really matter that you have a big army if you have a big upgrade disadvantage and the Zerg is on Ultra Defiler already and has all the tech completed. He will just overrun you anyways.
Yeah, exactly. Like the SK Terran's very finicky. You have to be on top of your upgrades. You need to control all your individual Marines and whatnot versus Swarm. It hurts. It takes a lot of concentration and effort, and it looks like Sziky was able to break it. What I believe should have been different was once Voddy seen that Sziky was staying with the 2-hatch to go for the Academy as opposed to the +1.
Kogut was telling us earlier that if the missile tower had been placed in the spot down and left of the depots where he mentioned, it would have covered the ramp and would have allowed him to take much less damage from those mutilisks.
Yeah.
It's the mutilisks that have been doing the work every game.
Yep.
And it's not just early game either. He gets damage with them throughout the game. We were seeing that as Voddy was like finally ready to his tank push, he was on 36 workers to Zerg's 38 drones or something. He'd lost so many SCVs that he didn't even have an economy behind it.
Yeah, Mutalisks are definitely doing too much damage. And Herbmon, you mentioned he doesn't really need the 5th barracks. Maybe he should just get 3 turrets next to the barracks, even if he doesn't have that perfect turret position that Koget mentioned. I mean, you can just get 2 more of them or so and be fine instead of taking game-losing damage early on.
Yeah, I think that's a very good observation, that if you know your opponent is well known for one particular thing that they're very good at, don't make whatever you normally need. Make more. Just because if you can disable that, you're going to be ahead in other ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's see if he can do better on Demonio Azul. That is our map. And in the bottom left corner, we have our Grey Terran. Currently down 0-0, it is Voddy. And in the 12 o'clock position, we have our Lime Zerg Sziky. So going for that depot in the natural again. Same as last game. So I think, I feel like the last game was his best game so far, still. Even if he lost it. He had some chance there, definitely, and maybe he wants to go for that same build again.
Well, it's just one of those things where the reason why +1 timing attack was so effective is because it kept dismantling 3-hatch Zergs. So trying to do it against a 2-hatch, those courageous, I don't think was the most optimal build. So let's see if we see some adaptations from Voddy in this. But going for that natural block off is going to be nice because he's going to be able to deny any future Ling aggression, which Sziky is definitely intending to do.
Yeah. So just to mention it, this wall, it makes you safe, but there is a little counter that a Zerg could do, which is the Hydralisk play. The Hydralisk play can usually kill the wall from outside, or you can also go for the Lurker cheese and get some free buildings and maybe run the Terran over in case he goes for a wall. But I don't think we'll see Sziky doing that.
I like that thinking, though. Really throwing out the options, you know? There's a lot of ways this game could go. But let's see if... I feel like we are definitely going to see them respecting each other, and nothing too crazy, but those are possibilities.
So we saw Sziky get a SCV low and then heal up his drone with the extractor trick, then go back out, attack a marine. And I was hoping he'd heal it up a second time so he could finish off the marine, but he didn't commit to it.
Cute plays. So very clutch for Voddy getting into the main of Sziky, being able to determine, okay, I do see the natural expansion, I do see the gas, no layer. So being able to see what the Zerg is going to do for the future moves is definitely crucial. Okay, layer first. Smart. Nothing really Sziky can do because of the block natural. And I think we're just going to stabilize. It's just it's going to boil down to Voddy. What's Voddy going to choose to do?
Yeah, I still think we're looking for an answer to the Mutalisks. We've tried the 5 racks +1. We've tried the mass Valkyries. He needs to find something, but he's tried a few different things that's not working.
It's like Voddy's looking at like the 1998 like strategy guide for multiplayer Brood War, and he's like, it says counter Valkyries. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, we're gonna see Lurker. Interesting.
Okay, so yeah, and good timing too. You throw down the Hydralisk Den halfway research of layer. So MasterRey with that Ehan sense.
Voddy's going in.
Yeah, what can I say? I'm just that good.
Yeah.
So this is something that Voddy's actually been really good at in all the games that we've seen him play, where he knows the key attack timings, and he hides SCVs out of the map, and then he goes to see them.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I can like be objectively positive about. His body he's always does this, and
Yeah.
it's always great.
Scouting's good unit.
It's not just the scouting. It's that he sets himself up ahead of time to get scoutings at the exact timings where the information that he needs is going to be revealed.
I feel like a lot of Protosses do that too, with their probes in PvZ.
Yeah, you
It's
have
like
to.
there always seems to be a probe on the map, and you're like, I scoured the entire place, and what? Ah, but Bunker being forced, he knows what's coming.
Yeah, and this is great for him that he's going for the academy. He's getting a tank out. He knows the situation. He's trying to do the hardest counter he can think of.
Oh my god, and it is. He's gonna have the where's the science facility? He's just
I think drop might be okay against this. I feel like he's going for
Yeah.
drop, but I think it's kind of smart. 'Cause
Yeah,
he can make
okay.
turrets, he can make tanks. He's getting his academy for comsats, and if he does a drop behind it, then the lurkers can only be in one place at a time.
he's
Yeah,
really
also
confident.
getting his eBay, so he will have two ways of getting detection, turrets and scans. He has the siege tanks, which are good defensively against lurkers, and then he will go for some counter drops. I think it's a very nice build as well for Voddy.
I just hope he. Okay, no, nothing's being built out of the starport. It's just I don't want him to overextend or anything right now because there's going to be a strong force coming at him, and there's currently no turrets, which has me like on edge.
Yeah, I think maybe he ran out of gas because they didn't have any gas to build a dropship while the science facility was building.
Oh yeah, good point.
And then after he missed his timing, he just I think figured I'll just go straight for the vessel.
Okay, I think Sziky, he sees the bunkers and everything. Maybe he's just going to break down the wall and then go for that expansion and just try to get his way to Hive. Spire just now finishing. We might see a Muta transition. Yes! We are! Oh, he's doing the reverse hybrid. Ooh. This is going to be strong.
Well, he can't go anywhere near that natural with Mutalist. The bunkers are going to keep them at bay. And
Yeah.
the vessel is going to have a radiate eventually. I'm waiting for Voddy to start it, but he's just so tight on gas here.
Yeah.
He's built so many siege tanks.
There
This-
are still no turrets up, so if the Mutalist gets into the main base of Voddy in a huge enough number, Voddy doesn't have any anti-air except maybe, I don't know, 12 Marines in the natural, but those Mutalists can surely kill the Marines when they try to get into the main base.
Yeah. All right, the Marines, or not Marines, the Mutas are going straight into the main. No turrets. This is going to catch Voddy by complete surprise. The energy is 62 on that vessel, and Irradiate is only halfway done, so he's got to hold off the Marines. But we have seen the previous games, Sziky throwing down this Muta control, so this is a tough spot for Voddy. Can he hold? Does he get the vessel? Oh!
Oh my god.
Those
Huge
Mutalists are doing no more
dive!
harassment. Those Mutalists are all very low now.
Mm-hmm. That
Also,
was
look at the drone
heavy
count.
commit.
Yeah, Sziky has lost a lot of, or not made a lot of drones in order to do this timing.
Yeah, and I don't think he had to do that. I mean, he could have still get a lot of damage done. And I mean, is it so hard? Here, you can see it. Just pulling out that irradiated Muta certainly does not do so much damage compared to what he did trying to kill that vessel.
I feel like the game would have probably been over had he killed the vessel, so he was just going for the quick win. But yeah, it certainly backfired.
Those are the plays you got to go for, though. Those are what buy you those opportunities. So we're not going to see Sziky on as great of a foot as previous games, but he is still going to be able to put on a lot of aggression because it seems like Voddy does not like to build turrets.
That is true.
Yeah, he's just like, nah, I don't believe in static defense.
Is he friends with Stryker by any chance?
Maybe. Very good practice partners.
We did actually see that series, and it was quite impressive that Stryker didn't make any static defense in like the polypod game.
They took the same philosophy class. Oh, he's attacking the Muta. Wow, yeah. That's cute. Okay, so back at base for Sziky, he does have the third gas going. He does have +1 Carapace finishing. He don't know if Lurker is done, but Hive is underway about a quarter.
Lurker's definitely done. We know that because it was a Lurker rush.
Oh yeah. Duh. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so like the reverse. Yeah, I'm stupid. Anyways, yeah. So no, this is an awkward spot, but once Voddy gets that big number of units, that overwhelming amount, he's going to be able to just push and take care of everything. Right now, it's just Sziky needs to buy as much time for this Defiler, because he could go for the overwhelming Zerg style, but you need the macro hatches, which he doesn't have. So,
well, the vessel number's been building up constantly. We've gone from having 1 vessel, so now we have 4 vessels done.
Yep.
There's going to be irradiators getting thrown down like they're free.
Oh, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sziky's he needs to close this window, but this window is pretty much like a garage door for Voddy right now.
Yeah, the Mutalist also got a
Whoop.
big irradiate hit there, so the Mutalist count was reduced a bit, but he's still making more and more Mutalists. Also going for the greater Spire here, but I think Voddy has the timing before that's finished.
Well, this is to, like I said earlier, just try to make a window so the Defilers can be upgraded and whatnot. I mean, Guardians are going to be a lot more preferable than Lurkers.
That was kind of cute that we saw Sziky go for the Eraser with his Radiator Mutalisk. And he's still doing it. Oh, it's so effective! He had 3 different Mutalisks radiated. At each one of them, he went straight for the Eraser.
Just the economy from Voddy. That hurts.
He's actually, he's ahead on workers now. That's crazy.
Yeah. But this is that army. Yeah.
Yeah, Sziky's just constantly attacking the main just to buy time because he knows he can't stop this army. But I think Voddy's had enough.
Yeah.
Voddy turns around.
Voddy needs to go. He cannot turn around every time. He needs to go. This is his last chance. I think it's already over, to be honest. I mean, the timing window is closed already because the Greater Spire is now done, and I don't see Voddy doing any damage now. It's just too late. He got pulled back 1 too many times.
Just didn't build the amount of turrets he needs to.
Voddy's army is big enough that he can be in both places at once, but he keeps his army together. He has so many units, he can have one group defending the main, and also one group pushing across the map with tanks.
Yep. Okay, now we're finally getting multiple turrets thrown down in the main. Okay, irradiate going down the mutas. And Voddy's bringing his entire army back. Alright.
So we're seeing Voddy banking 1300 gas, and Starport is inactive, which is not what we would want to be seeing.
Is it safe to say that this map's just throwing him through a loop? It seems like he's not really practiced on it.
Well, we've seen Voddy move his army around to chase Mutalist every game, haven't we?
That is a good point.
I don't think it's a map thing. It's just maybe Voddy gets so distracted by the constant harassment of Sziky's Mutalist, and he just cannot play to his full potential because of all this harassment.
Yeah, the distraction from Sziky is quite annoying. And the vessel's just sitting at home. That's not the move.
They're trying to deal with the Guardians, but they didn't erase them. What they should have done is irradiated themselves and then sat on the Guardians. But instead they're killing the Guardians one at a time.
So this is the last attack here for Voddy. Are there any Guardians for defense? I think there are not. Okay, only 2 lurkers. So the defense of Ziggy is actually not that huge here, but I think, okay, he's going for it.
Plus one
I'm not
Carapace is
sure.
actually nice. Yeah, the Zerglings, well, the Marines aren't even upgraded, so yeah, Zerglings are really strong in this position. He could just overwhelm with Ling Mito.
I really want to see Voddy irradiate the sand vessels and just erase the Guardians. The Guardians should not still be there. He made like 6 Guardians, and 2 minutes later there's still 3 Guardians there.
Yeah.
And now Guardians finishing in Ziggy's base for the defense, so now this attack will be defended, and yeah, Voddy just a little bit too slow on his move outs, on all his aggression, and yeah, Ziggy got this.
Wow.
Ziki just pulling him around. I mean, we saw some very, very good movement.
Oh
constantly.
yeah. Well, decision making.
I would really love. Yeah, go ahead.
No. That's all I had to say is just all the decision making with his mutas and everything from Ziki.
Yeah, it was definitely a nice, different build here for Ziki, going for that super early lurker into the Mutalist switch, so not Mutalist straight up as the games before. So definitely a nice mix-up here by Ziki. But in general, I mean, I think it's a reoccurring thing that Voddy just takes too much damage from the Mutalists. I would really love him to just make a few more turrets and really be safe and not worry about his losing 10 SCVs every time the Mutalists fly in. And then I think we can have a nice game from him.
Yeah, it was understandable that he was caught off guard when the Mutalist showed up, because he did scout that it was a lurk rush. And then Ziki went on 20 drones, quick Mutalists behind it. But after a while, it just was doing too much damage.
Game 5 on D's E-Ray.
Yeah, this could be our first day of only 5-0 results. And probably also the only one. Okay, so top left of... How do you pronounce it again? DS E-Ray?
Let's go with that.
DS E-Ray, I think.
I call it the spore map
yeah.
because there's spores.
The spore map, okay. Yeah, top left we have our Terran player. Down 0-4, it is Voddy. And Ziki with very strong Mutalist micro in the bottom left here, in gray.
That's never a good feeling. Down 4, just The mentality is, I want to talk about that. That's a hard thing to muster, and my heart goes out for Voddy. But I believe I think he could get it. I hope he can get it.
Voddy's good enough that he can beat anybody in like the top 10 on a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he's not the favorite, like I'd never rate his chances below like 15-20%.
And looks like we're going to be seeing a early pool opener from Ziki with gas.
I'm a little bit worried we're going to see some Wraiths on this game from Voddy, because we know that when you give him a quick wall in 2 base, he does like to mix things up a bit.
That is true.
So Ziki is actually going to be opting for the super fast layer. taking the pool gas before natural hatch is going to allow him to pump out the layer a little faster. And due to the fact that it's close by air, is going to prompt him for, dare I say, mutaggression. I mean, I don't know if you guys. I mean, well, what are the odds of Sziky going mutas this game?
But even when he went lurkers, he went mutas.
I know. When I seen the Spire timing, I was like, man, that was really quick. I mean, I want to root for Voddy, but, you know, I'm a Zerg player, so I've got my bias.
I'm rooting for Voddy.
There we go. Say, there we need it. We need the hype.
Or just, I never want to see a 5-0. Oh, that SCV's drilling. That's nice. Okay, so we saw the SCV in Ziki's base die, and it attacked the pool right before it died. And Voddy used that vision of the mineral line to send another SCV straight into the base, drilling through anything on its path. See, again, this is something that Voddy, I think he's always good at the scouting. Voddy doesn't play blind. Voddy will check what you're doing every single game, and he will try his best to hard counter it.
I think when Voddy gets a little bit more seasoned and just kind of hones everything in, he has some great potential. It's just just like Stryker, just getting caught up. Sziky and Trutacz, strong players, and they know what to do. They've been in these positions time and time and time again. So it's kind of like new dogs versus old dogs.
We're seeing Academy versus Academy and Factory. The Factory to me implied it might be some kind of Goliath counter to the Mutalisks, but I don't know how that goes together with the Academy.
Yeah, that's a weird mix of buildings so far.
Yeah, like,
But I'm still waiting for the engineering bay, and it's not coming. And I'm not sure if he can muster enough anti-air defense for the Mutalisk again.
yeah, I was thinking about that. No eBay is curious, and especially with the starport, because you'd think Armory right now. Okay, there's the Armory. We're going to do Goliath Valkyrie, but it's going to be late.
I think so as well.
It's not late. It's because Sziky opted for the fast layer timing. Remember, he went gas pool before natural hatch, making it equivocal to a 9 hatch layer.
But Voddy did have an SCV in Ziki's base looking at the Spire timing.
Yeah, but the timings are off because of that.
Well, the timing is faster than he would expect if he didn't know when it was, but he knows exactly what the timing is. The timing is exactly when he knows it's going to be, because he saw it.
Yeah. So
you can't be surprised by something you scouted.
Okay, there's the scan. He sees the Mutalisk popping. We should see.
He's starting
turrets going down.
He's
okay,
about to start
turrets.
attacking, but it's too late.
I think it's too late, yeah. Oh man.
There's going to be Scourge over
really
the starport. There's going to be Scourge over that before it even comes out.
And there are only like 8 Marines here. The Mutalisk can surely take those. Okay, at least 2 turrets finishing. There's another one in the natural. So there's something. Maybe he can stabilize.
I'm surprised that he didn't have stuff ready in time though, given that, as I said, he knew what the Spire timing was because he saw the Spire.
Yeah.
One thing to note also, Sziky is rushing Ziky's rushing air armor this game. Most games he rush the air attack. But now he knows that it's definitely Valkyrie, he's just going armor. And that is going to give these Mutalisks so much sustainability against the Valkyries, because Valkyries do like a bunch of very low damage attacks. If you get air armor, the Valkyries just lose like a third of their damage.
Exactly, maybe for anyone who doesn't know this, armor reduces every single attack, and Valkyries, for example, have 6 attacks. So Valkyrie damage actually gets reduced by 6 by just 1 armor upgrade. So that's a very important difference here.
You know, I'm proud of my boy Voddy. He threw down 2 turrets at one spot.
That was a backward flying shot on the Valkyrie too.
Was it? Nice. Oh! Scourge!
I was a bit confused there about the Mutalists. They were attacking a depot for a while, getting shot by 8 Marines and the Valkyrie. I'm not sure if that was a misclick, but now he's very low on all the Mutalists, and some also died, so maybe Voddy can actually yeah, stabilize and get this game into a nice position towards the mid game.
Yeah, if we look at the worker count, Voddy's actually taken very little damage, and Sziky is doing damage to himself just by committing so hard on the mutas. He's just building nothing but mutas right now. I think once +1 airs finished, he's going to just go for a kill. But I don't know that he can do it against that many Marines.
Yeah, okay, so now, I mean, we don't see additional turrets, so
Yeah,
Voddy is trusting his own Valkyries, so... Okay, there's one more turret, but what I want to say is he cannot lose those Valkyries, so this is the only thing that could still go wrong for Voddy, but apart from that, he's in a really great spot here.
Yeah, why he's trying to push out. Pushing out is not the decision. Wait. This is going to be tough. Yeah, I don't think Voddy needs to be pushing out on the map right now, but this is reminding me of Game 2, pretty much identical build. If we see the triple factory behind this, I think Voddy is going to be doing a mulligan from Game 2.
Game 2, he was punished consistently by +1 air Mutalists. These are air armor Mutalists. They're going to be even more punishing.
But he didn't lose any Valkyries so far, or maybe one, I'm not quite sure, but most important fact, he didn't lose that many SCVs earlier.
Yes. He built turrets, so he can push out and not, lose as many SCVs trying to, go back to kill the mutas and make Sziky commit more to attacking into a main. But engagement going down, mutas on... The Marines focused down all the Scourge, and then the Valkyrie being able to get into the fight. Oh.
Yeah, but he got this.
Voddy's in a great spot. Voddy push! Don't fight the Overlord! Just push! Going straight into the mineral line, or the main line of Sziky. Voddy getting a couple drone kills. Gas is no more mining. Valkyrie going in for the kill on the mutas, doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, he
Marines
did.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
A vulture going into the natural simultaneously. Voddy did it.
Yeah, if we look at the worker difference, I think, yeah, it's even if he holds this, it's fine.
Well,
So how come
GG.
Sziky didn't make any Sunkens?
Because every other game, every time Voddy left his base, Sziky did muta harassment and Voddy turned around. This is the one game where Voddy
Where
didn't
Sziky
turn
wasn't
around.
doing any muta harass though, he was kind of in his base. He knew that
Yeah.
Voddy was out on the map, right?
If we look at like the Eclipse game, for example, even after Sziky stopped harassing Voddy's main, Sziky would just harass the back of Voddy's army, and every time like 5 Marines went out to reinforce, he'd pick off those 5 Marines, and Voddy turned around every time. We saw Voddy go out with this huge Marine medic timing attack to try and kill Sziky's third on Eclipse, and then he just lost his time. He spent 2 minutes just chasing Mutalists around the middle of the map, and then when he finally pushed across, Lurkers were done. This game, Sziky didn't mess with Voddy's army, and Voddy's army just crossed the map. I feel like Voddy could have done the exact same thing he did this game on Eclipse, but he just got distracted, and that means that it was Sziky forcing an error out of Voddy that Voddy otherwise would have not made.
Exactly.
I think there were two main differences. That one move of Sziky where he targeted the depot behind the mineral line of Voddy and got shot by so many units. He definitely lost like 4 Mutalists there for free without doing any counter damage. And also, Voddy did not lose his Valkyries to Scourges this game. So those key differences just made the army for Voddy so much stronger, so he could actually push across the map and the Mutalists could not harass his army. Very nice.
Well done, Voddy. Didn't get shut out.
Boy got some money.
Yeah, okay, so those are all our games today. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in. Big thank you to the casters. Herbmon, Kwark, and MasterRey. You gentlemen, thank you. I have a lot of fun hanging out with you guys, just watching some StarCraft. If you can, please follow. Even better, subscribe. You'll be supporting this event and giving us a reason to do another one in the future. All the money goes to the prize pool, benefiting players who win single games. We are doing this until the end of April. What are my other selling points? Oh, you get a 110 replay pack every month for a $5 subscription. 110 replays, that's 22 matches. We'll be providing those in our Discord, so do join our Discord if you want those replay packs. As I've said many times, I think these are some of the best replays outside of Korea. The players are using their best builds and strategies, from what I know, to win some games. And if we get to a $6,000 prize pool, Oya and Terryu have agreed to play shirtless on their own streams one day while shit-faced. So hopefully I can get to the prize, because that would be fun, right?
Oh, we need that sauce.
If we do get there, I want them to coordinate and just do it on the same day. So it'd be a fun community event where they're just drunk playing StarCraft.
I'm gonna join in on that. I'm gonna
without
get
shirts.
hammered for free if they do that.
It was a little tricky because they both have girlfriends and they're kind of shy, but we were able to negotiate that deal.
That's with my shirt off, and I'll be equally drunk.
Yeah, 6,000 prize pool would be great. That would make every single game win, I think, into $18, and every show match, which is 5 games, worth about $90. It's a really cool prize system, guys. It took hours to design. It's not as easy as just saying first place, you know, whatever, 44%, second place this. Some math went behind that. Big shout out to My Fleeting Dream for helping me design the prize system. For doing our schedule. The schedule was not easy to do either. 66 matches spread over 3 months. Different time zones and, lag issues to take into consideration. So just want to stress that a lot of time and effort and creativity went into designing this event for your pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's 2300 Central European Time. Today we started at that time because BSL was on earlier. And we saw some really action-packed games. It was great to watch. Herbmon, Kwark, MasterRey, any shoutouts? Anything you want to mention?
Were great games as always. Was a lot of fun casting. I will be back soon again, and we will have a lot more awesome games. And if anyone wants to follow my stream, you can check me out on Sunday on MasterRey on Twitch. Would be nice. I would appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man.
Thank you guys for watching.
Herbie, Kwark.
Thank you to everyone viewing. Thank you to all the people doing all the background stuff.
I want to thank God.
Yeah, thank God. I want to thank my frozen pizza that I'm about to eat.
It's a fun community event, guys. That's why, it's not profit. We got several casters here. It's 3 months long. It's not right to have the same 2 casters, and I think it's a little bit more fun having 3.
Yeah,
I know it's a
there's
little
lot of
hectic
strength.
sometimes, but it feels kind of like a party. I don't think we're trying to recreate the whole Artosis Tasteless or professional casting experiences here. But I do appreciate people who've been tuning in and listening to the cast and supporting us.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be a fun, inclusive community event for people to enjoy at this time. It's pretty bad with what's going on. Everybody's feeling a little isolated. So yeah, we're just trying to make everyone's day a little bit better. I think I'm gonna cry.
It's all right, man. I'm here for you.
Just let
My
it
shoulder's
out.
open. Yeah. You want to hold hands, dog? Kwark, start singing Kumbaya.
I actually would like that.
But yeah, Kwark, you got anything?
No, so I left. I was going to do baby shit.
Oh, nice, nice.
Shout out to Kwark Jr.
Shout out to all the dads.
Yeah, I know, eh? We're older now. People have families. We're getting some new emotes. Big shout out to Why You Suck TQ member, plays 2v2 on US West. He sent us a bunch of goofy pictures of him and his kids, and we're making them into emotes. Thank you, My Fleeting Dream, for doing that. Hopefully be ready soon. Yeah, I think they're pretty fun and cute.
That's
So
all that
something to look
matters.
forward
I
to.
have a emote idea. It's a Voddy SCV spy. It's like a spy SCV in like a
With a magnifying glass?
a magnifying glass and like a big like trench coat.
I told you, he's like the
Yeah,
master
good.
scouter.
Good. I like that idea.
Yeah, I love Voddy. He actually messaged me, and I guess this is something I want to share. I'm sorry, Voddy, if you ever listen to this. He was like apologizing for his performance, and
Oh,
it kind of like really hurt me. I was like, don't you
that's-
ever apologize ever again. Voddy's a great guy. He's joined us from a long time ago. He's played in tons of show matches. He's given a lot of feedback to mappers whose maps we've featured in show matches, and it's a real honor to actually have him in this series. So I'm very proud of the player he is, but also most importantly, like their personalities. I've had enough interactions with some community members to get a good feel of the human being inside them, which probably doesn't matter to some people, but I think it's important and meaningful. So yeah, thanks to Voddy and everyone else for being such good sports and such gentlemen.
Yeah, StarCraft, it takes a lot out of you. And like I was saying earlier, if people, when they play in a tournament, it's a big psychological warfare, you know? So much love to everyone, and thank you all for tuning in. We love you all. Thank you for the support, and we look forward to seeing you in the future.
Hell yeah, man. Tomorrow we got Dragon vs. Stryker. Live match. We got Koget vs. Terror. And then we got Oya vs. DeWalt. Yeah, I look forward to every single stream event because the lineup is just fire. You know, it's kind of like a semi-final event to me every single week. And I like the idea of a round robin where everybody plays each other and you can sort of see how they measure up vis-a-vis each other, instead of in other tournament elimination brackets where people just don't play everybody else and they just get knocked out. So hopefully it continues to be entertaining and meaningful to people until the end of April.
There was one question in the chat. When will Crossy play his first game? That should be scheduled for the 5th of March.
You got it.
If you are a Crossy fan, mark that day in your calendar and definitely tune in. Crossy versus Voddy on 5th of March.
Thank you, man, for paying attention to chat and interacting with people. My apologies, I'm so bad at doing that. Crossy wasn't able to play early February, and he said, I'm more than happy to be replaced. And we said no. We said we're going to keep you and accommodate you, and that's how it's going to be. Because he joined us from the early days when we were actually doing show matches live. And he's a great guy too. So loyalty is really important to us, good manners and reliability. We're sticking with our original 12-member lineup, who signed up in September, man. That was like 5 months ago.
That was when you're playing StarCraft. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna get off. I need to go.
Are you streaming now?
No. Oh, wait, is the stream still going?
Yeah, we've been on stream this whole time. MasterRey, are you streaming?
It's definitely too late for me. I'm in Europe, so.
Oh,
that
yeah,
means
it's
I'm
early in the
going
morning.
to
My
sleep now.
apologies.
It's 1:30 a.m. So
I'm sorry,
I'm
MasterRey.
streaming on Sunday.
Options are Oxzerg and Madinho.
Yeah. I'd go with Medina. He was
Reward
looking
him?
Yeah, he was looking super strong. Boy, needs some recognition. But Oxzerg, I mean, God, he's a legend too.
Yeah, guys,
There's nothing
BSL. It's awesome. It's up and running. I'm sure everybody who's watching this already knows about BSL, but in case you don't, tune into it. The stream is Zero with 3 Z's or Z's, ERO. And they got some fantastic events. Typically every Saturday and Sunday. I want to say starting at 19 or 20 Central European time. Alright, I'm going to run a promo and then raid someone. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Stay positive and passionate while we figure this whole COVID world problem situation out.
Bye bye.